Hello, my name is Shuttley and welcome back for another episode of Guardians of Silk in EU4, me and Texas. And in previous episode we managed to get the enlistment reform done, which it took a little while to pick up some speed getting the manpower back up, but I think we are slowly catching up back again on that regard, and we still... Oh, I lost the point of stability apparently. We're still annexing Karakajinlu, which is hopefully going to be done today. We're not that far off. But less than 2 years, like a year and 9 months or something like that. This is what we need to wait for that, and then the manpower is hopefully going to start going up. The corruption is still dropping. Not much, mind you, but a little bit. Oh, and there's the revolt. Wait, did Ming already take care of that for me? Yes, they did. Alright, well, thank you. Relations with them aren't necessarily the best, mind you, but it could be worse. Now, how is the... They still got a little bit mandate, but it's already giving them quite a bit of unrest. Morale of armies is going down. Fort defense, diplo reputation, mandate growth. Okay, they still got a little bit mandate there. Not much, mind you. And influential bureaucrats expired. Oh, right, that's the thing that we were going to do. We were going to do the magistrates things. But we don't have the points for it yet. No, not the magistrates, but sovereign cause and justice is the thing that we need. And we definitely want to have that. It's just we're not quite there yet in terms of points, but we can just save up the points, that's not a problem. And then after that we'll probably try to get the Militech. Or maybe we can just try waiting until we get the nationalism at least spreading into areas in here. Is it, it's not really present in the Black Sea yet, so that's kind of why we haven't gotten in here yet. I'm sure that it will start spreading eventually. We've got a steady income of 10 ducats per month. So at least we're still making money, although... Well, actually, yeah, the regiment maintenance is down quite a bit. The overforce limit is less than 2 ducats now. And railway expenses are fairly high. Right, I wanted to have a look at, already in the last episode, about the autonomy, but I kind of forgot to do that. So yeah, it's very low in the central areas here. Oh, truce with Corset ended. Alright. Over here it's still around 60% in some areas. Below 60 in others. Over here we got fairly high. And over there it's still slowly dropping. But we have managed to drop the average autonomy to 63% already. Oh wow. How is it near Fars then? It's 82%, 79.6. So I'm pretty sure that we got the capital in here now. So the autonomy should be going down. Yeah, it is. It's not massive speed, but it is going down. And it's going down a little bit over there. What about over here? Is this part of the trade company? No. Autonomy is going down there though. Just a tiny bit. Right, well I mean that's of course still better than nothing. And then over here, is it... I have a feeling that Samarkand doesn't get below 100% autonomy despite having the level 3 courthouse there. Or the capital, sorry, not courthouse. Right, the courthouse we can't actually build. It's just a placeholder there right now, I think. I mean, the communication is 38% in there, so that's not really too bad. I wonder, actually, is this a province where we could build a harbourage in? Because that would allow us to travel a little bit better further inland, because Golistan already has, I think, level 2 or level 3 harbourage. And we could just sail up from there, and that'd be nice, but of course, first, autosave. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a river going through here. Or like a river that could be sailed up. What about over here? Well, I mean, this is a... Nalgal rivers do flow through there. Okay, what about over here? No, okay. Oh, there's some dates over there. Interesting. Do we have, there's a little bit of room in farmlands there. And I suppose, you know what? One thing that we could do... If we take all stated provinces, let's actually make sure that we're going to see the dots there. Yeah, there we go. And then assign all of these to the investments. Or some of these might start getting some investments. Right, so what's the income going to be for this year? About 12 ducats, so that's not too bad. The taxation has gone up even further. Which definitely isn't a bad thing. So how's the... Ooh, it's already 57 development in our capital. So we might have surpassed Anjou now, and the capital... Well, that phase of the capital construction doesn't need too much. And over here we got the capital build. Right, did we have the... Golistan is still... Oh, right. Before we've done the annexation, we can't really do the reform that we were going to. The reason is fairly simple. It's just... oh, wow. 56,000 manpower. Okay, so I think the manpower... Yeah, we can get another army. Alright. We can start with some infantry. And we'll figure out the rest later. So that's 4 infantry. We'll recruit some others there. Stability, yeah, we'll take that. Although that does, well, I suppose since we need to wait until the annexation is done. Although that is going to be done this year. But like, we're not getting the Diplo points quick enough to do the reform, because we need 150 of those as well. We'll have to wait a little bit. But once we've done the annexation, and once we've done the reform, I think that is where the end is going to be, because we've then reached 3 of the goals. Or, well, 3 of the main goals, and the sort of optional goal of conquering Constantinople is just, I mean, it could be done. After, especially now that we're getting a lot more troops, we could technically do that. I wonder, what's the professionalism now? It's 27.3, so it is going up. I'm pretty sure that Ottomans still have a higher professionalism than we do. But we're certainly improving in size quite a bit here. Let's go ahead and get... We'll get 2 cavalry. And then we'll get some cannons in here. We'll go for 8,000 men right now. We'll see how far we can get with the total sizes. Disaster strikes Ning. Okay. Right, so we might have a bit of detour in here then. If Ning... I mean, Ning currently holds the mandate, yes. But how long? Also, how much troops do they still have? About 570,000. Right, so they might still, you know, be broken into pieces again. But I'm sure that they will hold the mandate for at least a year. Well, maybe a couple of years until we get the reform done. Because I want to do the justice mandate. Because I want to do the sovereign courts and justice reform. That is a fairly nice reform. And like, technically speaking, the save could be continued, but I probably won't. Because we kind of achieved the goals that we had in mind. Oh, we could do Miltech. Not going to do that necessarily quite yet. Because we don't really need it right now. And the nationalism is spreading. Now, it's probably not spreading quickly enough, but it is spreading. So we can just save the points, especially save the points. Oh, there we go. Annexation completed. This one is mothballed. I don't mothball my forts. Right, so this 8,000 men, we could actually just bring that there. So we might be a little bit over our force limit. Quite a bit over our force limit. I'm sure this is going to be fine, and I have a feeling that, well, that being over force limit is costing us a little bit. But hey, now we're getting some Diplo points again, at last. Last we got Antioch. Now that is not one of the missions, was it? I think it was Alexandria? Oh. Right, we need to just convert that, really. And then we could get another mission done. Our missionaries are a little bit busy with other areas. Converting the minorities. Oh, and Holy War casts a spell against Ramazan and Damascus. Excellent. So, just out of curiosity, if I was to declare war on Damascus, Mamluks would still not join them. Of course, we have a truce. But they just hate Damascus. From the bottom of their heart. We've got 16,000 men army already in here. Now, to be fair, we might... Well, I suppose 4,000 cavalry isn't too bad. 9,000 infantry and 3,000... artillery. So what I'm probably going to do is add in more artillery for this army. Well, we're going to add 1 more regiment of infantry, so this could be a 10-4-6 again. But of course, we're not quite there yet in terms of the force limits. And we might also have a bit of rebellions in here. Now, to be fair, one thing that we should do is... Oh, these are all states now. Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, that's fine by me. How bad is the autonomy in here? Is it going up or down? It's actually going down. Well, I don't mind that. Right, I think one... Is there any capitals in here? No, probably not. But also, now that Karakhanlu is in a thing, Ossetia's liberty desire should be pretty darn low. It's 26%. I mean, they've still got fairly high development overall. They've got 177, but the majority of that is rural development, so I'm not too concerned about it. But it's certainly something to keep in mind. Okay, it is going up a little bit now. But yeah, it's not too bad. We don't have a massive income, but we got still 48,000 men, so we're actually only 3 over our force limit. And a lot of diseases happening all over the place. Right, so now it's just a matter of getting enough Diplo points. We could always put in the focus on the Diplo now. Does mean that we get a bit less admin points, but I think we'll be fine. Mostly because we want to get the admin point or Diplo points as quickly as possible. to get the reform done, and then I think that is where it's gonna be sufficient. Although I'm a bit... Oh wow, Ming is actually in 2 wars in there. Is someone trying to take the... They are probably gonna take the mandate of them. They have 0... Well, yeah, they have 0 mandate. Still losing over 1 point per month. They got a bit of devastation, corruption, negative stability, war exhaustion is pretty high there as well. Well, alright then. Oh. And suddenly they got... Oh, Min is now the one who holds the mandate. They're fighting in 1 war only. Wait, no, Wait, what? Yeah, no, it is Min. Okay, never mind. They still got quite a bit of troops. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's 877,000 or 377,000. Yeah, so overall we've had a pretty good run here. I mean, there's of course a lot of things that we could have done better. We could have been a bit more aggressive early on to get a bit better situation towards the Turkish Empire, then we could have expanded there a lot sooner. But I wanted to take it a little bit careful, not to risk too much. We had some bad times with the early wars against Mamluks as well, but luckily we won those. It wasn't easy, mind you. Especially with the AI doing AI things, it got somewhat annoying at times. But overall, it wasn't too bad. Right, so how much do we actually have development now? Almost 1,400. Not bad. And there's some nations that might want some condottieri. I don't think I'm going to be selling any, but, you know, it's always a possibility. I think it was Min over here that got the mandate. And they just annexed the entire nation somehow. Okay, so we're going to have 1 set of tax... Ooh, actually, no. In December, we're going to do the reform. Assuming that we still got the influence and all that. I'm guessing that it is still possible. Yeah, we got everything but the points. Unfortunately, corruption is going to go over 10 again, but I think we'll be fine. Oh, right, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this before I forget. And then there's the taxes and we'll delay it even further. A bit of stability loss, but now the meritocracy should be spreading in a lot of places. And technically speaking, it's... Actually, how quickly is it spreading in here? Just out of curiosity. 0.9 per month, okay. That's not too bad. Oh wow, 64,000 man. Okay, so our manpower center is doing good. Our capital is increasing in size quite a bit. In terms of development at least. So how much do we have? Force limit of 61. Oh wow. Yeah, I suppose we could fill this one up. Although we are basically at the end of the series here now. I might still continue the save off camera though, but like now that we've reached our goals, I don't think I really want to stretch it any further because I've still got some other things that I want to start recording in the near future. Oh, right. Did we just lower the force limit by chance? No, it was just a lot of rental expenses and routing our corruption, among other things, and the taxation dropped quite a bit. Oh, right, because nobility is very disloyal. Well, that's probably fine. I think this is what we're going to call. I will have another video after, or rather attached to this still, where I will be showing the time lapses of various places. But in the near future, I'm going to start another playthrough of Supreme Ruler Ultimate. So if you're interested in that, keep checking back. Should be probably within days of this episode airing. Be the next ones, and then after that we'll probably do maybe Aurora again, and then after that we'll see maybe Vicky 3 or something. Depends on how long those. I mean, with my track record, it's probably going to be around January before I even get to the Aurora, and then after that, yeah, it's going to take a while. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.